These are your evening headlines for Thursday, June 18, 2026, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Alex Batman. The Community Heritage Committee of Eastern Idaho celebrates its third annual Juneteenth, an evening at the Colonial. Through music and storytelling, the public can learn the history and significance of Juneteenth. The free admission event will be held on Friday at 7 p.m. at the Colonial Theater in Idaho Falls. Juneteenth became a federal holiday in 2021. It is a holiday that celebrates the official end of slavery in the United States. It took over 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation for all slaves to be freed. Chloe Doucette, a project lead for the Juneteenth celebration, invites the public to attend.
We thought that there was a real opportunity to give people the chance to understand why Juneteenth is something that we can all be proud of as a federal holiday for everyone that's an American.
Music will fill the night as local musicians, the Idaho Falls Symphony String Quartet, and the Eastern Idaho Jazz Society Ensemble will perform. The jazz and symphonic music will explore the impact of African Americans on American culture. Executive Director of the Idaho Falls Symphony, Carrie Athey, will be a musical guide to take the audience through the experience, explaining the history of music.
It's going to be a really interesting and fun look to see and highlight some of those stories and some of those composers that have really brought forth those kinds of emotions, those kinds of stories in their compositions.
Another aspect of the celebration will be storytelling. Doucette partnered with committee co-chair Jim Francis to write a reader's theater about Juneteenth. It will be a 30-minute performance by students ages 9 to 17.
The Reader's Theater starts sort of by talking about slavery in America and that experience, and then it moves all the way through to the establishing of Juneteenth as a federal holiday in 2021.
Juneteenth, an evening at Colonial, is an opportunity to learn more and celebrate as a community. The Colonial Theater is located at 450 A Street in Idaho Falls. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. The Rexburg Legacy Flight Museum is holding their biannual free pancake fly-in breakfast this weekend. Valerie Coles has the story.
For the past 20 years, the Rexburg Flight Museum has performed air shows for the community every other year, uniting the community through entertainment and history. Air shows can be very expensive and complicated, collaborating with many other organizations to help run the event, such as the federal government and FFA societies. They also must have a certified person to run the air show, known as an air boss.
Well, gas and bringing announcers in and bringing air bosses
and the feds,
performers. It's crazy.
John Bagley is the man behind the Legacy Flight Museum and will fly one of the airplanes this weekend at the air show. The main purpose of the Pancake Fly-In event is to help bring positive attention to the small Rexburg Airplane Museum.
Most people, probably 80% of Rexburg, doesn't even know we're here. We call it Rexburg's best kept secret. We have people from all over the world coming in, yet most people from the community don't know we're here.
That was Roger Olson, a dedicated volunteer at the Legacy Flight Museum. The free breakfast will include a classic American breakfast of pancakes, hash browns, sausage, and bacon. And although food does bring people together, this weekend the hope is always to unite the community and reconnect with those who were once neighbors and have not been seen in a long time.
That's my favorite part of this whole job, is not only people from outside, from all over, but people from the community and people that I knew 30, 40 years ago that I haven't seen for that long. And they'll come in and we catch up. And so it's actually the people is the most interesting thing about the job.
Olson invites all to come and see and be a part of the Flight Museum. They have volunteer positions open every year and are always looking for people who want to serve the community with airplanes.
People that don't even think they don't like airplanes, I think would find it very interesting to get up close and touch them and look inside of them.
The Fly-In Pancake Breakfast will be this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. For more information, we will have a link on our website, byui.edu/radio. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Valeria Coles.
The unemployment rate in Idaho increased to a 3.7% in May. The labor force from April to May decreased by 0.1% due to seasonal hiring. The participation force of those who are 16 years old or older being employed or seeking for work decreased to 62%. The Idaho unemployment rate also increased year over year from 3.6 to 3.7%. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio Evening Headlines for Thursday, June 18th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Alex Batman.